going on. G-Pair don't care.
Sweaty.
It's like we're normal human beings living a normal life and telling everyone what we eat for dinner.
Is that weird?
Yeah, it is.
No wonder our kids think we're cringy.
Yes. Another cringy video, another live video. Better late than never. Why are we not doing this on Monday and on Tuesday?
Because we were gone yesterday.
Because we were gone yesterday. We were having fun as a family, and we did not get home in time. So we're doing the video tonight instead of yesterday. So we hope you all enjoyed your past week of food. We hope you enjoyed your menus and your recipes. If not, or if you're not getting your menus, it's because you're not on the email address, or you're like my sister and you didn't look in your junk email, because that's where her email landed last week. So we spent a lot of time away from home last week. It was one of those weeks that I think other people use as excuses to fall off the bandwagon. So I think we should talk about some of the things that we did just to keep that from happening, which is basically your chicken salad.
Yes, we ate it twice.
So Kim has an awesome chicken salad recipe. What's in it?
So it's chicken and celery and grapes and sliced almonds and then some type of onion. Usually I like red onion, but I didn't have a red onion the second time I made it, so I just used a regular onion. And then a paleo mayo, a little bit of lemon juice.
That's good.
Pretty much it. The key is like the consistency.
Right.
Like how much mayo to how much food.
We need to do a video show how people how to make that, because it is good. So you have one version that we used, the rotisserie chicken from Sam's Club. Then you discovered something else this last round.
Yeah, well, I used to always make it with canned chicken, and I just kind of quit making it with canned chicken. But I always have canned chicken on hand, just like as far as like something to keep in my pantry. So I was like, oh, we haven't done that in a while, and I didn't want to go to Sam's Club on Friday night, so
because they're probably closed anyway.
Probably.
Everything closes at like 6 now.
Yeah. So anyway, so I just used the canned chicken, and I think it tastes.
Yeah.
I think you can tell the difference.
It was awesome. So basically, what we did on Wednesday, we went on a hiking / biking / fishing trip with the kids. We went up to Yellowstone. We were gone for the day, and she made the chicken salad. We left it in the cooler, and then
we have fruit. I like to slice apples. Apples are good to dip in it. Celery's good to dip in it, and then I have an almond flour cracker. Yeah. That's really good to dip in it, or just eat it.
Right.
But you don't I think everyone thinks oh, chicken salad sandwiches. You have to have it on a croissant. No, actually you don't. You can still have chicken salad and just eat it.
So what we did is we were on the trail. The actual trail time that we spent, there was 9 miles total that we covered. So we're not going to carry a cooler for 9 miles. So just in our backpack, we carried beef sticks, oranges, nuts.
My paleo granola.
Your granola is good. Some paleo granola. That held us off until we got back to the car. Then we found a picnic area. That was an awesome trip.
But guess what? Coming home, the boys wanted pizza. So so us paleo people are like, okay, fine. Guess what? I looked up real quick which place had gluten-free pizza crust. Yes, it's not paleo, but it's not falling off the bandwagon completely. And then you just order your pizza without cheese. People think oh, that's not pizza. No, it's even better than pizza.
Yeah, and Pond's Lodge, man, their gluten-free crust is as good as
the best crust I've ever had.
Yeah, Pond's Lodge, Idaho Falls. Hey, Valerie, what's happening?
So seriously, I will drive now. I want to drive up there just to have their pizza, because it was the best gluten-free crust I've ever had. And my tummy did not hurt one bit after. Felt good. And yeah, we just ordered a pizza without cheese. You actually get to taste the meat.
And there's flavor to it.
Yeah, that's great. I'll slide off.
Yesterday, we took the kids to Cherry Hill in Utah, that water park that's down there. We camped there Sunday night and then played there yesterday. It was awesome. But for lunch there, the non-paleo people, we just gave them cash and they went and found their food. But for us, it was again that chicken
Here's
salad.
chicken salad again.
So-
on repeat.
Here's the things. We don't have plastic containers. We don't use plastic. We use glass. They would not let us take our glass container into the water park. So don't blame them. They've got their rules for a reason. Whatever. So they let us keep our cooler just outside the gate. And when we wanted to eat, we just took our paper plate, shoveled it onto the paper plate, left the cooler on the outside of the park, and then
Get back in.
brought it in. So yeah, I think we better do a video on that because it is awesome.
And another idea is just sometimes you just don't have to eat. So on Friday, I was with my son and a youth group at High C, and they provided dinner for the kids, which was like they did have fresh fruit and veggies cut up, and then so I ate that. But then they had like fried chicken, potato salad, numerous other things I can't eat, and of course everyone feels bad, like, oh my gosh, do you think you could? I'm like, don't stress about it. Like, I'm not stressed. I came knowing I wouldn't be eating your dinner. So I brought snacks. I'll eat the fruit and veggies. I'm not going to starve to death by the time I get home at 8 o'clock. And then I scrambled myself an egg and whatever. It was fine. Like, so I think sometimes it's like we either think we're going to offend someone,
Right.
or we're going to starve to death if we don't eat the dinner at dinner time. And it was like, it was no big deal. Like, I just talked while everybody ate, and then ate dinner when I got home.
Then you put another plug in for intermittent fasting. If you're used to going without food for extended periods of time, it's not that big a deal.
Right.
Versus these people that are addicted to food and it's their dopamine, it's their crack. It's a lot harder for them to think, oh my gosh, I can't go do something and not have food.
Right.
There's this whole new paradigm to it.
Right. And I just drank a lot of water.
And guess what? You enjoyed yourself.
Yeah, it was just fine.
I went and did a river trip with my brother and my buddy, and guess what? Didn't take any breakfast food at all, never ate any breakfast. Worked out great.
So basically, what the moral of the story is, you can stay eating paleo even when you're traveling, even when you're in the car, even when you're doing whatever you're doing. Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Plan ahead, pack some stuff. I mean, I was up late the night before, and I think I put it on my Instagram. I think like I made chicken salad 10:30 at night, and I made paleo cookies that we like to eat, and I cut up all the fruit and veggies, and I did spend an hour or so prepping, but like, so I mean, not a big deal.
And if you don't do that prep work, that's when you fall off the bandwagon.
Well, yeah, because then it's like, obviously we left at 7 a.m. and we got home at 11 that night. Obviously, we couldn't have not eaten that whole time. And turns out most food isn't going to be great.
Well, I'll share some of the pictures from that.
So, anyway.
Cool. So, I hope you threw away all of your oils.
Yeah, not one person shared with us. I talked to Jenny about it. She talked to me about it, but we didn't get any fun pictures. Maybe that's because everyone already threw away their oil.
Hopefully,
because otherwise they're full of toxins in their body. They're dying us.
Pretty much.
We should talk about sometime, because I was having a conversation with one of my friends and maybe posting some of the literature somewhere or some of the research, so people, if they don't just want to believe us and the research we've done, that they could see why vegetable oil is bad for you. So
cool.
Just an idea.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. So we pretty much stuck to the menu otherwise last week, except for the carnitas. Like, we ate it all the first night. Had a little bit of a smaller roast. So we didn't have carnitas salad.
What did we learn?
We ate it all.
What did we learn about the roast we used for carnitas? It's the Boston.
Yeah, everybody prefers the Boston butt.
So the
recipe calls for that.
The butcher,
it was the butcher that led me
astray, and you bought a different cut.
Yeah,
and it was terrible.
Yeah, it's more like what you would want for like a true pulled pork sandwich, but carnitas is a different texture.
Yeah. So Boston
butt, I think, is the best one for what we're like in this.
You know, that's hard for me to say without giggling, right?
Yeah, good job. I'm so proud of you.
So tonight was Taco Tuesday.
We just had traditional tacos.
Super simple,
tonight.
just
kind of boring, like not my favorite.
Ground beef out of the freezer, threw in a pack of what brand is the taco seasoning?
I don't know, but I love it because you don't even have to have water.
Oh yeah, it's just like
a gluten-free organic seasoning. You throw it in.
Tomorrow night we have friends coming over, so burgers.
And sweet potato garlic.
And
fries.
sweet potato garlic fries. Those were awesome.
Plus, our friend that's coming has an awesome garden, so she's bringing her organic produce.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What else we got on tap? We got my chicken that we cooked while we were in
Southern
Utah. So we're doing that this week. We have a new one.
Oh yeah, so we want to try one new recipe. Admittedly, I love Chinese food.
It is good.
And so I wanted to make the Instant Pot cashew chicken this week, but that's not a new recipe. But it's actually one your kids I think they actually got seconds, and his kids don't usually eat seconds of my food. But so I found a General Tso's Instant Pot.
That'll be good.
So it's going to be good. That's going to be on Thursday. So,
Awesome.
Anyway.
All right. Well, thanks for checking in. For those of you who tuned in with us, and we're going to.
Because if you have any questions, I still feel like I was reading all these things about people I just don't know what to do. I just don't know what to eat. It seems so hard, and I just want everybody to know that is not that hard.
We're trying to make it easier for you.
Yeah, when I first started, it was tricky because I just was clueless. But I feel there's also so much more information now too.
Yeah, we need somewhere to start videos though.
Yeah.
So
let's do that this week. Let's work on that.
All right. So questions, comments. Oh, you know what? Jenny, I know you're probably watching this, but we need to read a text I got from my beautiful sister. Where are you at there, Jen?
Okay, last week we issued a challenge. I think we should issue another one. Maybe nobody's doing it, but at least I feel good about myself. So last week it was ditch the oil.
Mm-hmm.
This week I think it should be ditch your food with high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah, that sounds evil.
Okay,
so this is from my sister. First off, she says, okay, so I tried something this week. I wanted to share it, so we need to put this up. I forgot to tell you about this.
You didn't even tell me I got a text.
I just made
Jenny, you should text me too because Brady doesn't share. Just saying.
I just made something up this week and I wanted to share. I just made up the recipe. Butternut squash cut into cubes, drizzle avocado oil, right kind of oil, over it, fresh ginger minced with 2 cloves of garlic, mix it all together, spread it on the cookie sheet, and cooked until squash is tender. OMG, so delicious and paleo. Also wanted to share that since May 4th, yes, May the 4th be with you, snicker, snicker, I have lost 25 pounds and no, sorry, I ate it all. I am going, I asked her for a picture. She says, no, sorry, I made it all. She's lost 25 pounds since May.
Sweet.
So
that's awesome.
Between my brother, my sister, and myself, that's 165 pounds.
Awesome.
That's fabulous.
That's cool.
So,
way to go, Jen.
Thanks, Jen. All right, as always.
Okay, so high fructose corn syrup.
Oh, high fructose corn syrup.
You're not thinking.
You're right. I'm not thinking. It's fake sugar. It's highly inflammatory. It screws up your methylation pathways.
I don't know what that is.
Methylation pathways are basically some of the biochemical reactions you have inside of your body to help you to produce energy, produce hormones, etc. Those pathways get clogged up by high fructose corn syrup. So there's a lot of people out there that think they have this problem with their MTHFR gene. We'll get into that another time. But what they need to do is stop eating high fructose corn syrup. Just get rid of it altogether. It's not food. It's government subsidized slow death is what it is.
It's bad news.
Yeah, it's super bad news. So fructose, high fructose, or not fructose, but high fructose.
Corn syrup or high fructose corn
syrup.
They're named, and I read a thing about that because they separate them, high fructose corn syrup and corn syrup, they don't have to put the percentages together. So does that make sense for the sugar content? Yeah. It was weird, but it was
all
like,
messed up. So on this side of the challenge is get rid of high fructose corn syrup. But on the other side of the challenge would be just get rid of anything in a box.
Yeah, any processed food.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to get at.
Okay. You'll feel great. You'll feel so good.
And yes, we're red because we're sunburned. We were in the sun all day yesterday.
I'm really not that sunburned on my face. The lighting in here is awful. Just saying.
But the rug looks good.
The rug is cute.
And did you see Jake poke up in the background?
Yeah, I did.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Please let us know what you think and get us your comments, suggestions, etc. We'll keep coming. And tomorrow we'll send out
recipes.
Or
menus.
Okay. See you next week.
Thanks. Bye.